Okay, the seventh lesson, the great escape. Explain to me and everyone what are the main things about this lesson that we should pay attention to.
Um, I think that people get bogged down and stressed out and overwhelmed in life, and they look for means of escape, mechanisms of escape, and I believe that God has called His church to provide that. Not only the gospel message of intimacy with God that brings peace to your soul inwardly, of course, that's the main part, but in a real practical way, I think the church needs to provide a safe place, a place with good, meaningful relationships, a counterculture, so to speak, in the world but not of the world, that offers the world something that the world doesn't offer itself, if you can follow all that. And so we can have our community be a literal escape for people. Of course, we're going to give them the spiritual food, the way through which they can intersect with the God of creation and find peace for their souls, but outwardly too, the way we relate with one another, the types of the kind of music we play, the movies that are counter to the culture,
Right.
that are wholesome, that kind of stuff. We can offer that, and I think that's part of our calling to be a kingdom on earth.
To be escape, even in the midst of all that's happening, to still be a place that is not like everywhere else.
Right.
Don't do things the same way.
Right.
And escape for that. Is there also any responsibility to not just be this place over here, but to find ways and means to allow other people?
Sure, we need to have active outreach.
Right.
The world, obviously, if you just pay attention, I mean just society, I mean just people by the world, when I say world. If you look, there are escape routes for everybody. They're not good though, they're not wholesome. Find yourself at the end of several bottles in a bar at 2 in the morning, is an attempt to escape from whatever it is. So we need to go and reach these people. We need to be inclusive and say, hey, I have an escape. We offer a better escape that's not going to be so costly and going to be more wholesome and beneficial. So yes, we need to extend a hand. We are, by virtue of His presence in us, His hands and feet, and we need to extend our hands.
Right. How do we tie this back into husband and wife, marriage?
I think the home that's built by husband and wife, the combined dwelling that they occupy together as one,
Right.
needs to be that safe place where you can filter the stresses of the day out, come back to a Christ-centered, meaningful intimacy with your spouse, and again, there's all these parallels with marriage and the new covenant, and I think that's what God wants, not only to provide personally, but wants His people to provide for others.
Again, man, I think that's a great deal. The Great Escape, a great deal.